What is going on, guys? Thanks for stopping by to the channel. If it's your first time here, go ahead and get down there and smash that subscribe button. But today I'm going to be going and doing something that I have been looking forward to doing for a while, but it needs a little bit of prep work to it. So I'm in my house because it's 18 degrees outside right now, and I'm gonna prep it in here and then go down and do it in the garage where it's a little colder. But let me jump into it and show you guys what I got. So this is what I got, and I've been looking forward to. I got some rough country cubes that I will be putting in my fog light holes on my truck. So I've already got one set opened up, but I'm just going to show you guys opening these up. And of course, if you guys don't know, lighting wise, rough country is one of the best because everything comes wired and looking awesome. So here's my brackets for the lights, and it comes with a full harness, wire loomed, has a relay, and a switch. And then here's the lights, if I can get them out one-handed. Here are the lights. They come with covers and nice plugs on the back. So, and then here is what they will look like when done. I got the black ones, and it's just the way the lights reflect and they look yellow. But I did get the two-phase switch. So let's go over here. Here is your two-phase switch. You got running lights, and then the lights are on. I wanted the two-phase, so it's like a running light look. So this center bar here, and here is little white LEDs that will be on, and then you flip a switch the other way and the cubes will come on. And then I got these brackets that should mount into my fog light holes. I just have to make sure that they fit, and everything that'll look up, they should fit. So I've got those as well. But what I'm going to do is I've got two sets. I've got this set, and then I've got this set, and here is my harness. So they're extremely long, and two of the ends plug into your lights, and the third end is your positive, negative, and a fuse for your battery hookup, and they all run to this switch. Well, I've got two of them, so what I'm going to try to do is go and wire. I'm going to cut the switch off of this one and splice into all three of these and solder the wires into them where it's all hooked up to one switch to control all four lights. So that is my game plan, and then I'm probably going to go and leave it where it's like, I'm probably going to come down here and splice in where it's about 2 foot inside the cab. That way I don't have to, because think about it, you're hooking it up to the battery and you're running these wires, which it looks long in the video, but it's probably only about 5 feet from here down. So where I splice in, I'll have an extra 8 feet that I can run from my battery over, down, or over top, and then down to the other fog light side on the other side of the radiator, so I know I have enough cable. Some will go about 2 foot back, splice into them. The only thing that I'm not 100% on is the power wire in the center, whether I only need this power wire to run all 4 lights, or if that's not going to be enough and I'm going to need to splice in and run both power cables to run the 4 lights. I'm not real sure on that. So probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to splice into both of the light cables, which it does have 3, I do believe. Let me grab it. It has 3. It has, of course, 1 power for your little lights, 1 power for your big lights, and a ground. So I will be splicing in and doing all of those connections in these 2, and then I'm going to leave the positive and negative cable not soldered, and then if I need to, that's only 2 wires, and I can do that in the garage here in a little bit. So we're going to jump into it, getting it all opened up and soldered together. Okay, so I've got the harness all laid out and it does work. I plugged it up and everything works when you hook it up to power. I don't know how bright they're originally supposed to be, but being with I've only got one power cable, which is this one, running 4 lights instead of 2 now, they're not extremely bright, but I'm okay with that. That way I can still run them without feeling like I'm blinding people. And the light in the center there isn't extremely bright, but I'm still fine with that. So we're going to be going and pulling out the fog lights here. Something that I see on a lot of the videos when people show they're doing this, they go and they just say they're replacing them, and then next thing you know, they're in the hole. So I'm going to go and show you guys the backside and what it looks like. And I went and tried to put them in once and was confused because I wasn't sure how they went in. There's no instructions with the brackets, but I'm going to show you guys that. So this is what it looks like under here and where your fog light sits. It should be 1, 2, 3 10mm bolts, and unplugging it. What I was confused about before was when I went to put it in, I was trying to put it in like this bracket with the pieces coming out like this. Well, then your lights are sitting like 4 inches inside your bumper. So I think what you have to do is go, and the bracket has to be on the other side, on the outer side of it, and then they go and give you new ones of these to put, because of course they have to be flipped around, but I can probably reuse some. But they give you these to put in, so you have to put on the other side, and then you have to put the lights in. So it will be kind of hard to get to some of that stuff, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it out and install the new bracket, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like from back here. Okay, so this is a bigger pain than I was expecting, but as you can see right now, the bracket is already in there, and I'll show you the backside from a second, and something that I did differently, but I'm okay with. But I put the bracket in, and then I tried putting these on, and you can't get in there anywhere to them. So I went and put these on the bracket, and then put the bracket in from the inside. And I'll show you something that I did differently back here in a second. But then these are tight, but it takes, like, they're very, very stiff, but they're stiff but loose enough that I can still move them side to side, and I can tweak them up and down. Now sliding them in and out I cannot do, but the good thing with this is I can get in here to get these bolts. This one I can get to, this one I couldn't, so right now I have the light tweaked out so I can get to that bolt and tighten it up. Okay guys, so this is what I did differently on the inside. These 2 bolts are put in from the outside in, and this back one down here is put from the inside out, because first off, the bracket didn't want to go through with the lights on it very well. I could have made it, but I was like, then I looked at it, and plus that bolt would have been really hard to get to. Got it out here. When you put that out, this bracket was going to be shoved out that much more, and I like the flusher look and where I can still aim them. This one's going to be inside a little bit. A lot of them that you see, they're out here sitting on this corner here, but when you get them like that, then this one is aimed like this way because these 2 hit, and I don't like that very well. So I was happy with it sitting back in more. It is mostly level, but we're good to go on this side, guys. She's all good, she's all tight. They're tight enough where I can just barely move them, which is good. So I'm gonna move on to the other side. There we go. They are installed. That one probably took about 40 minutes, and this one probably took about 30. And I even pulled this one out once to try to readjust the lights a little. I don't know, they're hard to adjust in there, but I'm sure if you did it enough, you would know. They're just barely sticking out on this side and barely sticking out on this side. So now I just got to run the harness. I'm going to just run this one up into the battery, which will be the short one that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. That's why I went and wired the other one back in so far. And then the other one, I don't know if I'm going to run it here and up or up and over, but we've got that. And then I like going and hiding all my wires, and I'll come back, and usually I use this little area back here to hide all my wires. I'll zip tie them all up in a bundle, whatever I had left. And then, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there is a hole right here to perfectly run things through your cab. And then I used a piece of round foam with the center cut out of it to hold stuff. So all I gotta do is just pull that piece of foam out, run more wires through, and then put the piece of foam back in to keep any air, noise, or anything else from coming in. So I'm gonna jump into her here. Okay guys, I'm gonna run them down through like I did with my rock lights. And as you can see, there's a harness that goes right across the back here. And of course, usually this is here, so you won't see any of that. So I'm gonna run it across, and then the only place you'll see it is a little bit right here. We'll zip tie it across, run it around, and we will be good and hooked up to the battery, guys. Okay, so she is done. She is looking good. We got them both going. We got them both adjusted. As you can see here on the wall, they do look like they're awful high, but I tried to go and adjust them down. That way they're not fully blinding people, because I want to be able to run with these. I feel like it's hard to see in this truck for some reason. It's not even lifted, but I feel like my lights are aimed at the ground. She is all good. Got them all installed. They are looking good. I did go and get all my harnesses ran. This one is almost perfectly tight. Like I had just enough. And then I'm going to go and get me one of the brackets that I can mount right here, because I really like this spot, and that's where my rock lights are, my rock light switch. And I like that, but there's like 4 wires that runs to it. So I put it under my steering wheel for now. Just, it's out of the way there. I got it pulled tight underneath the dash. Think everybody into that. That's like a temp spot right there. So we got rock lights, this. So I need to get a switch that goes here. We're going to probably be adding, I'm probably gonna get a 4 switch, because we're gonna have fog lights, rock lights, something else that's coming soon-ish, and then about another switch if I ever want to add anything else, like a train horn, or if I ever do want to add anything like that. So yeah, and I'll switch you to the running lights. I think the running lights are just like, they just look cool, and it'll be good to run with them when the headlights are on as well. But the lights are in. They do look good. This one, they look good and centered, but now that I've got them aimed down a little bit, they don't. This one fits in a lot tighter. But they were a little bit of a pain in the butt to install and get to fit correctly. But I think the look is worth it. I like the black as well. Even though I do have chrome headlights here, it was either get these ones, which I wanted the 2-way switch, or you can get one with 6 lights in it, but it's chrome, and I didn't want that either. So I like the black look. So yeah, so I'm liking this, guys. Literally, I've got one more thing to do, and this whole truck is LED. Those are LED, those are LED. These are now LED. I don't use my high beams, and I won't now that I have these. These are LED, and I just have to get this LED. I just have not ordered it yet. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know most of the videos that I went and tried looking up just to see did not have showing you how they go in. And of course, maybe I didn't do it exactly how it was supposed to be, but they are in now. And I hope this video helped you guys. I did get the harness ran. They did work, both of them hooked together. I just ran this one over here up across, and then I ran this one up. I get everything tidied up. Let me show you guys under the hood here. And then of course you got that plug. You got that plug underneath as well that you can just run your wires through nicely. Like you can't even really see it here. This is the wire that I just ran. And like you stand back and it still looks clean under here. I do have this little chunk of wires coming through. I like tucking them in behind. And this is my little nest back here. I got them all zip tied up nicely with them all ran through the hole back there. hooked up to the battery, and we are good to go, guys. This might just be me, but I think she's looking good and definitely bright. Oh yeah, definitely looks good. Looks a lot better than it did. We got one thing left. One thing left to be 100% LED. Almost there. Should be having a video soon whenever I get these done, whenever I get those done, to show 100% LED, and I'll give you guys a price and a video, and I'll go through every bulb that I have put on this truck LED wise to change the whole front end of this truck to LED. So if you guys want to do it, you can do it too, and it's affordable, and I can give you guys the breakdown of everything and how it looks soon. So yeah, so smash the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Have a blessed day, everyone.